everyone, it's Amanda here with your August 2017 RuneScope. And for those of you who may not know, August does mark my 4th year here on YouTube, which I can hardly believe, but I just wanted to take a moment to thank all of you who have been with me from the start for continuing to support my channel and subscribing, and to all of my regular clients out there, thank you so much for choosing me to read for you. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for watching me. I do encourage you to watch my previous month's videos if it's your first time stopping by here, because then you can see how accurate my readings are for you. When I first started, there were some astrologers on YouTube, but really only a few people doing tarot readings, and no one was reading runes at all. So now it's like, exploded. So that's how I kind of choose who I watch. My time is precious. I know yours is too. So yeah, I encourage you to go back and see if my videos are resonating with you, if they've been accurate. And if they are, please do subscribe to my channel. That way you will get my videos each month delivered directly to your feed. And you won't have to go searching for me. This month, in conjunction with the runes, I will be using the Golden Tarot by Cat Black. Then always do join me over, as always, join me over on my Vimeo channel for part 2 of this reading. I will be pulling one card this month from the Astrological Oracle cards by Antonella Castelli for your spiritual guidance for the month of August. And it's always amazing how these cards, I usually use those in my private readings, but how they line up with the astrological events happening for the given month. And I know we've got some eclipses going on in August, so you'll definitely want to check that out. The link is below. Just click or tap show more, or the little arrow beneath the video if you're on a mobile device, and you can follow the link over there. Your mid-year RuneScopes are over there as well, covering the rest of the year. So if you want a longer term view, it's a full reading available for purchase over there on Vimeo. So, but that being said, again, thanks so much for supporting the RuneScopes channel, and on to your August reading. Hi there, Taurus. I'm gonna dig into the rune bag and see which runes want to speak to my Taurians. What's going on with you, Taurus peeps, for August 2017? Let's see which runes want to come out and talk to Taurus. August 2017, there it is. As always, Taurus, please do keep in mind these are general readings, so not all of these messages will apply to you. Some are going to be talking specifically to the other Tauruses that are watching out there. If you would like a private reading, which would be much more specific, totally focused on the energies surrounding you and your circumstances, then please contact me at runescopes4you@gmail.com. It's above here in the video, and also below in the details section along with all the links. Just email me, I'll send you the times I'm available, and we can get that set up for you. I do readings on Skype, and they are $70. If you just want some clarification, or maybe a few more, see if you can get some more information on anything we talk about here, you can watch the video for your rising sign as well if you know it. That will often contain additional messages meant for you. Sometimes it just reiterates what we talk about in your sun sign reading. But let's see what we've got going on for Taurus. I feel like this goes here. Okay. Challenge or focus. We've got the 8 of Cups, which is an August card. It's very August to me because of the 8, but also because it's summer. And the cups signify summer to me. Your challenge or focus is leaving something behind. It's like you want to move on from something, and because this is cups, it could be emotional. It probably is emotional. It's something you have an emotional attachment to. But it's like you feel like you're fighting a losing battle in some way, going around the same circle with someone. They're in, they're out. They're around, they're not around. They want to be in a relationship, they don't. Somebody's very, like, I don't know if you're dating like a Gemini or a Pisces or someone who goes back and forth a lot. But that's what I'm feeling. It's like you can't, and that's the opposite of your energy, Taurus. Like you make up your mind and that's it. Or you make a decision and that's it. And you're just very generally, you know, again, I'm always speaking generally in these because, you know, we're all individuals. But in general, Taurus, you're just very self-aware, very sure of yourself because you don't really make a move until you are sure of yourself. You don't make decisions until you have all the facts and have enough that you're satisfied, you know what you want to do. But often you know right away, this is what I want to do. Just feels right. You do trust gut instincts. It's your intuition, but you know, gut instinct, intuition, same thing. But yeah, there's something going on here where some of you may be, this may be like you have to go somewhere. In order to kind of move on from something, you have to go talk to someone you don't want to see. So this could be divorce proceedings. It could be something involving legal matters. It could be something involving, I'm seeing somebody picking up their last check at work. It's like, oh God, I don't want to talk to my boss, or I don't want to go see anybody, or I just want to be done and move on, but you have to go back and kind of, you know. I also feel like, Taurus, somebody's trying to put the blame on you for something, and in some cases, maybe you deserve it. In other cases, maybe you don't, but it's just, you know, you don't want to deal with it. You just want to move on. With this card, there's always a sense of regret and, you know, sorry that I have to leave this behind, or sorry it didn't work out, or sorry that I'm in this situation, or that I made these decisions. But I mean, we can't change the past, right? So there's this element of, I just want to move ahead. I just want to move on. So yeah, in August, I'm just seeing you having to go deal with somebody who is really making something all about them, is the energy I'm getting from the runes here. There could also be, if you're traveling with Mercury retrograde in most of August, yeah, it could cause delays. So, you know, you could just be frustrated while traveling and have a bit of road rage. So just kind of keep that in mind, Taurus. Be extra vigilant when you're driving. Try as much as you can to be patient in traffic with people. Keep your eye on the other guy. Some of you, this could be somebody getting mad at you, like directing road rage at you because, you know, they think you're moving too slow, or they, you know, they're, you know, people are just going to be really short-tempered in August. That hasn't really manifested for a lot of the other signs, Taurus. So I am gonna, you know, it must be a bigger deal for you. So, so yeah, if you are not planning to travel in August and don't have to, it would not be the best month to do so. But with the Eight of Cups, that can talk about travel. Moving, it would not be the best time to move. And that is how some of this is going on here. There's something going on with a house deal or an inheritance or property that maybe fell through, or there have been delays and frustrations around selling and purchasing, moving, that sort of stuff. It's like you may be trying to get a deal together so that you can sell your house and move, but it's like things, there are breakdowns in communication. Somebody's being very selfish, which, I mean, that's always kind of the way it is. You know, you're trying to get the most you can for your property, or you're trying to get the new property at the lowest price that you can, and the other side isn't feeling it. The present energy, so this would be, for some of you, whenever you happen to be watching this video, or at the end of July into early August, which, since August is the time frame we're focused on here, we've got Queen of Swords in reverse. So, and she's coming up next to the rune of property, inheritance, wills, probate, family members. But this is air sign energy. So this would generally be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. In the reverse, she could be the other side's lawyer. In the reverse, the Swords people can be very harsh verbally, sometimes even verbally abusive. They can be very confrontational in the way they talk to people. So very well could be, they are often lawyers. So, I mean, this could be like a lawyer you see as an enemy because they're for the other side. They can out and out lie, or at the very least stretch the truth or omit information that's pertinent. Yeah, for some of you, this is a family member, or this is somebody that you have to deal with. For some of you, this is this person that you have to go see, or you have to, in order to bring this to a close, you have to deal with this person in order to move or close the door on this property deal or issue. So for some of you, this is a family member. It could be a real estate agent. It could be somebody who is buying or selling property, or you're trying to close a deal with here. For some of you, this is someone you're divorcing or trying to divorce, and maybe property, possessions, things like that have come up for, you know, they're really trying to keep the house or keep the possessions. Somebody else got this. Maybe it was Libra. Might have been Libra who got. So maybe for some of you, because this is an air sign, maybe they're a Libra. Maybe it's the other side of this. It's kind of a puzzle piece fitting together here. But I do feel like for some of you, this is someone who's lied and they've gotten themselves into a situation they can't talk or buy their way out of. So it's like, you know, a cornered wild animal. Like they're just, that's the energy coming up around in the present. There's something that they can't change and they're frustrated about that, or they can't, you know, they've been caught in a lie and they can't kind of backpedal or get out of it. So, this is someone you're trying to get away from or sever ties with, or just like have a resolution here so that you can move on with your life, Taurus. And, you know, August may be a month where, I think it's going to happen. I do think this is going to happen, but I mean, it's just gonna, you're gonna have to deal with this person. But it's not, I mean, it's not gonna be anything unexpected. I feel like you know how this person is, you know how they maneuver and how they handle things. So, I mean, there aren't gonna really be any surprises here with what they're trying to do. The help that's gonna be available to you though is the World card. So, yeah, someone has really screwed something up. By lying, I think, or trying to take advantage of someone, or trying to take advantage of you, trying to take advantage of a situation, and then it ended up costing them. Because the World card is about completion, but it's about moving to the next level. It's about travel for sure, and that was coming up. So whatever this travel is that you need to do, it could be quite a distance. Some of you may be going overseas. And some of you are doing this to recuperate from an emotional hurt, from a divorce, from a situation that didn't turn out the way you wanted, from a situation where you felt hurt or taken advantage of. You're gonna take a trip to just recuperate, get away from it all. So some of you may spend August avoiding this person, avoiding this situation, and I feel like that's okay. Because it's gonna be waiting for you when you get back. As long as you know that, you know, hey, I'm gonna have to face this sooner or later, you may need August to get some perspective on this and figure out what you wanna do. The world also means forces moving in your favor. Like the world is your oyster, right? So whoever's effed up or messed up, You know, they're not going to be able to get out of it. They're not going to, they may be trying to play the victim card, and I don't think that you're going to let them do that, Taurus, nor should you. I feel like, you know, for some of you, this is somebody trying to, you know, like I said at the beginning, place the blame on you, turn the situation around so that other people see it, see them as the victim. You're not going to allow that to happen. And I don't think many of people are falling for it anyway. Somebody who acts like this is not in many people's good graces in general anyway. And the way they are with you is the way they are with everyone. Eventually, people can hide that for a little while, but true colors always come out. Now, what must be accepted? The death card is here. So yes, there is a situation ending. There is the death of something. And while there is, again, kind of similar, there is loss associated with it. You're sorry about that this is over, but it's freeing you to move forward. It's liberating you in some way. For some of you, again, because the inheritance rune is here, maybe this is, you know, you're dealing with estates and probates and someone's passed away and they've left you something, but somebody's trying to lie and take it from you, or and you're having to, you know, they're making stuff up, or, you know, maybe even fabricating documents and things like that. And they're going to be found out, and you know they're going to be found out. So, you're not super worried about it, I don't think. But it's just, it's hurtful, and it is, it's sad is what it is. That, you know, people pass away and all we can think about is, what do I get out of it? It kind of cheapens, in my opinion, kind of cheapens the life of the person who is no longer with us, is, you know, because they're seeing all of that go down, more than likely, unless they're really busy in their new location. I mean, you know, and they almost always check in, you know, when people pass on, they almost always check in, especially with, you know, the people they were closest with pretty quickly, or as quickly as possible. And to see people fighting over scraps and things and property and stuff that's not going to matter at all in the spiritual scheme of things is just from, you know, when you think about it from their perspective, it must be so disappointing to see that going on. And especially people behaving this way, immature, and you know, because somebody, when they set out a will, that's what, you know, they want people to have those things, you know, and often for very personal reasons. So who are you to, you know, try to take something that my mom or my dad or my grandma left me, you know? But I feel like if that's what you're dealing with here, Taurus, your loved one who has passed is going to see to it that this all works out. And I feel like you know that. It's why you're like, well, whatever, I'm just going to go on a trip. I need a vacation. I need a break from all of this. You know, we'll sort it out later. I'm sure it'll still be waiting when I get back. But yeah, because I see conflict, and you're tired of the runaround, and you're tired of going back and forth and around a circle with somebody. And you just need a break. You just need some distance, both physical and emotional here. The outcome of August, we got the Strength card in reverse. So yeah, you may feel like you may either not be feeling well, your energy may be drained. I think it's just going to be, you feel drained from all of this. And especially if you don't have a chance to get away in August. That's what they're advising you to do, but I mean, you know, you have free will. You may not take that advice. Yeah, there's definite, though. We've got 3 major arcanas in this reading, Taurus: death, strength, and the world. So, I mean, there's big stuff afoot, and they're all, these two are talking about completion, the end of a cycle. This is done. It's time to let it go. It's time to move on. And it's drained you enough. So yeah, you may be just drained, feeling like you have no energy from this back and forth and having to deal with this situation. Some of you may be not feeling well. You may get a cold or a flu bug at the end of the month. Some of you, I feel like there's, and this may apply to fewer of you, but I feel like some of you, that this is somebody who has passed on. You were the caretaker for this person. Like, you know, maybe you were the one who was like, you know, taking care of them in their last days or looking after them and essentially being their nurse or caretaker. And, you know, it's like everybody else came at the end, but you saw the whole progression. You were there for the whole thing. And you're just completely depleted emotionally, physically, all of that from this situation. And then to have somebody kind of come in, if something was left to you, property or the house or whatever, to have someone else come in and, you know, at the last minute and then act like you don't deserve what was left to you is, well, it's making you very angry is what it's doing. But also making you just feel drained and because there's no winning with this person. They're always going to have a comeback. They're always going to, you know, try to, and they'll try to use unethical means to gain what they want. And some of you may find that when this card is reversed, sometimes you may find that your strengths are being used against you in some way, or somebody's trying to do that and saying, oh, well, they only stuck around and took care of grandma so they could get the house, or, you know, things like that. And I mean, the way that just sounded when I said that, that's how everybody else is going to react to that. So if that's the kind of stuff that someone's saying, don't worry about it, Taurus, because again, that's just ridiculous. I mean, you know, it's not going to fly. And I think other people are going to receive it with the same kind of audacity that it should be received with here. So, but for those of you that this isn't like, you know, someone who has passed on, or someone that you have been the caretaker for, this could be a divorce. It could be the end of a situation. It could be a big move. Some of you may be moving to live abroad with the World card here, or you're moving to a different country or making quite a big move. And you're definitely supposed to do that. But yeah, I mean, moving during the Mercury retrograde, it's not the easiest because of, you know, the breakdowns in communication and, you know, difficulties traveling and that sort of thing. If you could put it off until Mercury was direct, I would advise it, but we can't always do that, right? So whatever needs to end will end. There may be delays and frustrations in August, but it is going to end, okay? And you're going to be moving on to a much better cycle with the World card here. So that's what I see, Taurus. Big changes in August, but yeah, meet me over on Vimeo. I'm going to shuffle the Astrological Oracle. I want to focus on this situation, whatever this is, and see if we can get some further advice in addition to the World card here. But I want to focus on the Death card and this Queen of Swords in reverse and Strength reverse too. See what additional guidance we can get for you for handling and maneuvering through August. So I'll see you over there. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you back here in September.